Today, we're expecting to get some new numbers regarding COVID-19 here in Indiana. Just yesterday, the State Department of Health reported another 912 new cases of the virus here in our state. We also saw more than 11,000 new tests, bringing the state's total positivity rate to 8.9%. Remember, state leaders, they're looking for that to drop below 5% to signal that we're heading in the right direction. Those new numbers, they should come up around noon today, so watch for updates at WTHR.com. And thousands of students, they're getting ready to go back to school as Indiana reports another high number of COVID-19 cases that we were just talking about. A lot of students may have trouble just getting there. So our Dustin Grove takes a look at some of the concerns, including a lack of internet access that could spell trouble when it comes time for e-learning.
When Indiana students head back to school this year, many won't be in the classroom. They'll be in the family room, the dining room, or the office, choosing to learn from home amid the pandemic. But Dan Foster says many families in his school district don't have that option.
We just have some spots that can't connect to anything.
The superintendent of Southeast Fountain Schools says 43% of families don't have internet access needed for virtual learning. Last spring, some tried using what cell phone data they could.
Of course, data plans are limited for some people due to economic status. They can't afford the unlimited plans.
How big of a problem is this?
Ball State professor Michael Hicks just released the results of a statewide study showing as many as 84,000 students may lack internet access at home, and many more lack high-speed broadband.
In general, what that means is that as many as 1 in 3 kids are really not able to access the sort of online learning that I think certainly became the norm around the country last spring.
So what's being done about it? Well, in 2018, Indiana launched a $100 million grant program to expand high-speed, affordable internet access to places that are in the dark, a lot of those places out here in the country. So far, it's helped connect more than 11,000 homes in 18 counties.
A governor's spokesperson says an additional $61 million from the Federal CARES Act is also available this year, specifically to improve remote learning. Educators like Dan Foster are thankful for the progress and hopeful for more, knowing we still have a long way to go.
It seems like it's such a widely utilized item that everybody has it, and that's not the case, and it's frustrating.
And a survey this spring showed a third of IPS students lack internet access. The district is spending about $12 million on this technology this year, including remote devices to get those students online from home. And there's new hope for how quickly you'll get a vaccine approved, a vaccine once it's approved, rather. The nation's top COVID-19 expert, Dr. Anthony Fauci, appeared before Congress just yesterday, and he says he's cautiously optimistic that a vaccine will be ready by next year. So one of the president's key defenders in the House attacked Dr. Fauci and blamed protesters for the surge in cases we've seen across the country.
So he said that a month ago, even though he wouldn't say it today.
Any crowd in which you have people close together without masks is a risk, and I'll stick by that statement.
Dr. Fauci also said the federal response to the pandemic is failing because the government has shifted responsibility to individual states, and he also blamed the surge on states reopening too soon.